Hi, my name's Ron, and about a year and a half ago when I got my Rad Rover, I realized that those wires underneath and the sensor are exposed, and I made a skid plate to protect those wires primarily. That was my focus. And I sold a few of those. People liked them, but I realized without using a lot more material, I modified it. I call it a Generation 2 skid plate, and it offered a little bit more protection to the sensor. But more and more people are really concerned after they've broken the sensor, and I'm thinking, what can I do to make it better? Well, this is my Generation 2, and if you look close, you can't compare it to the Generation 1, but it's a little wider, and it offered a little bit of protection for its sensor, but it was definitely better than the first. Well, as I got to thinking about it, I ended up being able to reconfigure it, and I came up with this Generation 3, this one here. And what I've done is offset the mounting holes. It uses the same amount of material, but it shifts the material over to cover the sensor and still protects the wires. So this is the one I'm selling now, and it offers a lot of protection. I noticed there was a competitor out there on the internet that was selling one for the same price, and by mistake somebody thought they were returning it to him, and they in fact returned one to me. And this is the one sold by another gentleman, and as you can tell, it's pretty bad. So let's get on with the installation and show you how to install this. Okay, the easiest way to install this is make sure the stuff mounted on your handlebars aren't sticking up so much where they interfere, because we're going to flip this bike over on its back. You'll want to lock up the rear brake and then simply jerk up on the bike and put the kickstand down. Roll it forward and lay it down on something soft so you protect your handlebars and stuff. And now we have this area exposed where we can work on it. Okay, we got it set up, ready to mount our skid plate. It's 1/8 inch thick Kydex, and we're going to use the screws that come with the bike for your water bottle mount. First thing we'll do is put the top screw in by just a few threads. You don't want to tighten it up. Okay, then you're going to take the second screw and you want to start it. There again, just a few threads. And then you're going to want to get underneath and make sure that the rubber bumpers are not sitting on the wires. Can our photographer get that, or videographer? Can you get in there? Can you see that? Okay, right now the rubber bumpers are sitting on the frame. Once that's in place, then you will take your 3mm wrench and tighten up your screws. All right, and there we go, nice and tight. We're looking back here, making sure that it's not sitting on those wires. And now we're going to go get 2 zip ties and secure it. Insert one of your zip ties down here. Put another one on this side. This one, the side with the chain ring is on, is a little bit more difficult because it's a little tighter. But we'll feed it down. And then we will pull it up. And then secure it. There's one. And just get them set. Don't tighten them all the way up yet. Then I want you to come back over here. You want to make sure that there again, your bumpers aren't hitting the wires. And you want to make sure your motor wire is secure to the frame. And then you'll want to just pull these babies up, cinch them to where they pull it down. And that's it. And then you'll come back with some diagonal. I've cut the excess off the zip ties, And getting a vertical shot, you can see that the sensor is totally covered and protected from rock and debris. And I'm going to take a shot from the underside, and you'll be able to see it a little bit better. Okay, I also want to point out that I've got the third bumper here to protect these wires as they come out of the frame. So you've got all your critical wiring and sensor all sandwiched between these rubber bumpers and this Kydeck. So it's going to make pretty solid protection. All right, hopefully that answers all your questions on installation. You can purchase these on eBay. That's the only source you can get them on. And I think it's money well spent to protect the investment, especially if you've ever had to replace one of those sensors. You'll appreciate the value in this skid plate. Thanks for watching.